Yo, what's good everyone? Minasan konnichiwa. As you can tell by the title and probably by the video feeds that everyone has, Laoshu's passing has had a big impact on me and a lot of his fans, his followers, and everybody else he's inspired around the world. It's been difficult for me to process. It's a mixture of confusion. Um, it's, I don't even know, man. Even now, I'm struggling to find the words to describe how I feel and how I'm supposed to feel, or how it's strange to see that the person who inspires you is no longer here. I discovered him around 10 years ago on my gap year before I went to university, and I just saw this tall black guy speaking all these languages and just having fun with it. That was the thing that I enjoyed the most, seeing just someone having fun with languages and just going around talking Chinese and going around talking, a few sentences in the language that he knows a bit of, and just walking away and saying under his breath, like, man, that was sloppy, man, that was sloppy. And even his little conversations that he had with his friends Marcel and I can't remember the names of the other guys, but it just looked like an everyday guy, just having fun with languages, and just it was nice to see. It was heartwarming. It was almost seeing, a kid in the candy store, or a guy like him, and that kid-like naivety, just surrounded by languages. I want that one. I want that one. I want that one. And it was inspiring. It was so inspiring. It still is inspiring for me. I discovered his videos around the same time that I really had like a passion for Spanish football, and I started to learn Spanish because of that. And it was precisely because of him. I was like, you know what, this guy's speaking these languages. Let me try Spanish. And it was in my first university, where it was probably the most difficult part of my life, man. It was horrible. I would just watch his videos and it would just make me smile. It would just make me smile. I remember just going from being sad and pissed off throughout the day to just being happy at night watching his videos. I just vicariously was happy just watching him, and it was because of him that I actually went out to Shanghai that same in 2012 summer, and I was learning Chinese by myself, and I learned so much in just 3 months, and it's all because of him. It's all because of the videos that I saw. I mean, yeah, you can say I put in the hours, I put in the work, but that inspiration that he gave me to go out there, if that wasn't there, I wouldn't have gone. I'll take it a step further and say, had it not been for his videos, I don't reckon I would have graduated. I seriously don't reckon I would have graduated, because they just kept me mentally afloat. They gave me an outlet. They gave me a sense of escapism. You might think escapism is wrong, but it helped me at that time. It helped me so much. And most importantly, he gave me inspiration to do more. And just to learn a few things here and there in whatever language, and then just excel in this language, excel in that language. And I just had a language exchange with someone in Chinese, and who actually, I've developed a friendship, I should say, with someone in Chinese, and again, that was because of Laoshu. Literally, it's because of his inspiration. I was lucky enough to meet him in Korea in 2015, and I had to let him know face to face, like, bro, you're the guy. You're the reason why I'm here. You're the reason why I read my Spanish Kindle on the way to meet you. You are the reason why I've learned a lot of Korean when I was out there. You're the reason. Like, I had to let him know, and he was so receptive and thankful to the energy I gave him. He was like, "I'm nice to hear that. Thank you." And we cracked a few jokes, and I got him on Facebook after that, and was going back and forth with a few things. And he was such a cool, normal dude, man. He never lost that childlike enthusiasm of languages. It just is the thing that just kept him humble. I've never seen anyone so enthused about a subject. I don't even know if he went through waves of motivation. Well, probably he's human, but like he just had that energy about him. And the irony of it is that he's a very mellow and introverted person. That's the irony of it. But you can just sense the energy from it. It's a shame, man. It's a shame that he's gone. And the last memory I have of him nowadays is, and I actually remember speaking about him a lot more recently, because he's learning Sudanese Arabic, and he's been learning it really well. That's the thing about it. I know he likes to learn a lot of languages to a relatively conversational level, just show you guys, look, you can do it. I've just learned this at a conversational level. On to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one. But his Sydney's Arabic was actually, I was shocked. I was like, there are not many resources for Sydney's Arabic, and for him to be able to do that, like I was so happy, proud, and everything. I was smiling throughout every single video I saw of him speaking Sydney's Arabic. I sent it to my family, and it was again, I'm smiling, knowing that he's passed away, but still having that memory of him. It's man, you know, it's one thing to come into someone's life and inspire them at an intangible level. So for me, Kobe Bryant really done that for me. The idea of discipline, the idea of motivation. Vladimir Klitschko, the boxer, done it for me. Ironically, the day he lost against Anthony Joshua, there are a lot of people who've done that for me. But to inspire someone at an intangible level, make me more open-minded, make me more empathetic, make me more open to other people, and at the same time, at a tangible level, like inspire me to look at my hobbies and look at my passions and insert language learning in it, has been, I'd probably say he's been one of the biggest influences in my life, like bar none, like easily one of the biggest influences in my life. And then so comes the selfish part of me trying to make sense of his death, and that is to see it as someone who came to my life, he inspired me, and he left. You know, he's done his job when it comes to receiving inspiration and doing something about it. You know, I thank God that I've been able to have him just pass me in my life, man. It's helped me so much, and it still does help me so much. So, you know, in the grand scheme of things, you know, I personally can't be mad. I personally can't be angry. You know, obviously I would love him to. I had images in my head of wanting to meet him again one day, and whether it's to go to Arizona, whether it was him to come to the UK. I had images in my head of that really happening. But I can't be mad. I can't be mad. He's done more than enough in my life. The inspiration he gave me, I kind of feel as if it's an imperative now for me to pass it on. One of the best feelings I've ever had personally was when I was in Oxford. There was a group of like teenagers from the hood, we should say, from ends in the UK, and it was coming for a tour and with a group of people, and I just remember just saying to them, I was like, alright, safe you man, innit? Like it's cold, innit? I'll see you man later. Just speaking normal English slang to them, and as I walked off, I heard a few of them saying, bruv, that Brett's in Oxford and he speaks like he's sick, bruv, he's sick. And that feeling will never leave me. Like that feeling will never leave. And I found out like some people from that group actually went to Oxford, and I'm not trying to say it's because of me, like just that one moment, but to give a sense and a spark of relatability and inspiration. There is no feeling better than that, man. There is literally no feeling better than that. There is no, and to know that Laoshu was able to do that at a level and at a scale, while at the same time just being true to his principles of just being a language lover. It's something that just it just drives me on to want to do the same. It's inspiring people is fun, and I hope I can be able to do that with my channel and with just in life in general, man. You know, those daughters are coming to the age where they're a lot more receptive to things around them, and you know, I hope the best for them, and I hope with age that they develop that appreciation of Laoshu at a level that we as grown adults come to appreciate. You know, me at 30 years old learning language, me at 40 years old learning language, me at 50 whatever learn language. Just I hope as they grow older, just they exponentially appreciate the man he was, and yeah, it's still hard for me to even articulate my thoughts on this, man. It's difficult. You know, I can go on for hours about how he's inspired me. I can go on for hours about my favorite level up moment. I can go on for hours about, you know, even me personally using some of his lines, like what time does this place close in London with some Chinese people, and then suddenly bringing out the Chinese and the reactions. I can go on for hours. But yeah, man, and again, I'm smiling because I'm thinking about those moments, and again, that's all because of him. And it's sad to see him go, but you know, need to remember, he came, he inspired, and he left. And yeah, arigato gozaimashita.